All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to go over this again. Just some things that I want to go over so that we can all be on the same page. So we have a piece of cardboard that you're going to use for your yarn plaque, right? So first thing is what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a glue gun, a hot glue gun, in the cart in the back of the front of the room, I guess, by the pencil sharpeners. What you guys need to do is get a piece of yarn and go ahead and glue like a hook, like a hanging hook, so that when you start gluing all your tissue all the way around, we have somewhere to hang your plaque by. Okay, second thing you want to do is make sure you have your name on your plaque. And I know that if you put it on the very edge, sometimes it's going to get covered by the tissue. So I would put it, nice and big in the middle. I would use a nice bold marker so that you can see it easily. Sometimes when we write it in pencil, we can't see it. And then put a big number, whatever your class period is, so we know what class period it is. All right, so bold marker, so we can see what it is. So nomás quiero explicar unas cosas para que podamos todos hacer la misma cosa. Primero, ahora voy a poner la pistola de pegamento al frente del cuarto donde están los sharpeners. Solo quiero que por favor le pongan un pedazo de estambre, así como en un gancho, una U, para poder colgar estos. Porque cuando ponemos todo el pegamento a veces no hay donde agarrarlo. Solo con esto lo vamos a poder colgar. Y segundo es que se pongan su nombre con marcador grande y que se mire, que resalte bien, porque a veces con lápiz no se mira muy bien. No lo pongan en la mera orilla porque a veces cubrimos con el papel. Solo pónganlo más para el centro para que se pueda ver bien. All right, so paper, one sheet at a time, man. The other day I saw some people, they were getting like 2-3 sheets, like they were gonna use them all. Listen, one sheet at a time. And you're just gonna tear it up into small strips. You don't want to go too big. So that's kind of me. You kind of saw how I did this. Agarra un papel del color que quieras. Y siempre le digo a las personas, un papel a la vez, porque la otra vez miré a unas personas que estaban agarrando de varios a la vez. Nomás necesitan uno y luego ya que se les acabe ese pueden ir a coger otro. Rómpanlo en pedazos no muy grandes, no más de 2 pulgadas, porque es más fácil trabajarlo así. Ok, solo next thing you need, your cardboard, glue cup, and a brush. So like I said the other day, this is watered down glue, so it'll be easier to work with. Now, some of the ones that you guys that started last week, I noticed that your tissue wasn't sticking well, and it wasn't sticking because you were not wetting your cardboard first. El otro día, el viernes, empezaron unas personas a hacer este proceso y lo que me fijé que no pegó bien el papel, y la razón es porque no pusieron el pegamento primero. So, recuérdense, el pegamento primero para mojar el cartón para que pegue el papel. So make sure you wet it first, and you're just gonna kind of work the paper with your brush. Try to put it on as smooth as you can, as smooth as possible. Remember, what we're trying to cover is the front side and the edge. Solo trabajen el papel usando la brocha. Recuerden que mojen primero el cartón y luego con la brocha tú puedes coger el papel muy fácil. Y recuerden, lo más importante que cubrir es lo de enfrente y la orilla. Poquito se va a ir para atrás, pero lo más importante es lo de enfrente y esta orilla, porque no queremos mirar eso. We don't want to see this edge. So remember, we want to cover that up. And then after that, it's up to you how you want to work it. Some people like to do the entire edge. Some people like to work in sections. So it's up to you, however you want to do this. Now, most of the time you won't have to touch the paper, but sometimes, like it just did to me, it gets stuck to your table. Por la mayoría del tiempo ni tienes que tocar el papel, pero a veces te pasa como me pasó ahí, que el papel se pega a la mesa, pero no ha de ser tan sucio porque estás usando la brocha para hacer casi todo el trabajo. Ok, now this is what I wanted to go over. Like I said, this is very important because if you don't do this correctly and the paper doesn't stick, like if you don't put the glue first and there's air bubbles behind it, the yarn with the weight, it could actually pull off the paper, which will pull off the entire yarn that you've worked on. Y es muy importante esto porque si no hacen esto correcto, lo que puede pasar si no hay pegamento primero y nomás pones el papel sin pegamento primero, como miré, con el peso del estambre puede romper el papel y que se caiga todo y no se quede intacto. Solo es muy importante que hagan estos pasos correctamente. And that's very important to go over these steps because if you don't do them right, your project could fall apart, okay? Now, some people are in a big rush, you know, oh, I got to do this fast. No, you don't have to do it fast. You know, I'm going to give you plenty of time to work on this. If it was up to me, like if I was going to say, all right, how much time do I have to do this? Like the actual putting the tissue. I would say if you can get the tissue done in a day and a half. So if you can do, 70% of it today, you can do the other 30% tomorrow, you'd be in good shape. All right. You can see sometimes you do got to use your fingers a little bit to help it. But for the most part, especially like corners and sections like that, but for the most part, it goes pretty easy. Como miraron, a veces sí tienes que usar tus manos, pero por la mayoría del tiempo con la brocha es suficiente para que el papel se trabaje bien, sin tener que tocarlo. All right, so this is what I wanted to share. I'm gonna let you guys work on this. And remember, follow the steps. Number 1, put the yarn on. All right, so we can hang it. Number 2, don't forget to put your name. If you used pencil last time, use a nice bold marker color so we can see it. And then number 3, start laying down your tissue a little bit at a time. So I don't know how many minutes this has been that I've done this video, but you can kind of see like I'm about, I would say like 25% done. So like I said, it doesn't take that long, but do it correctly, because if you don't do it correctly, it could mess up the rest of your project. So los pasos que hacer. Número 1, vayan para atrás y pónganle un pedazo de estambre para poder colgar su placa. Número 2, con un marcador de buen color que resalte, pongan su nombre y la clase en cual están. Ya que hagan eso, entonces pueden empezar a poner el papel. No sé cuántos minutos he hecho este video, pero pueden ver que ya tengo como 25% acabado. Solo si lo hacen bien no toma tanto tiempo, pero si no lo hacen bien puede arruinar su proyecto porque se cae el estambre o se cae el papel porque no está pegado bien. Solo por favor hagan estos pasos correctamente. All right, do it correctly, follow those steps and you should be good. All right, y'all get to work, have fun, and I'll come around and be checking on you guys.